My name is Antoinette Bryan Hyatt, a student at Post-University College. I'm in the department of where I'm majoring in curriculum instruction. For this course, I'm doing Edu 604 Diversity Issues in the 21st Century Education. My professor is Miss Virginia Metax. Tonight I will present my case for multicultural education. In this case, I will explain and express my views for the rationale behind my decision as I stand for multicultural, based on my belief that multicultural education is facilitated and students are stimulated towards a knowledge base of what it is. It will create a better world. We are born into circumstances. We do not choose our life. Family, environment, socioeconomic conditions, and even the color of our skin, hair, language, and daily activities are determined by those who brought us into this world. As we grow, we acquire knowledge about our own culture and are exposed to others through schools, churches, community events, hospitals, and later in our workplaces. The sooner we learn to respect and appreciate all cultures, the better equipped we are to thrive in a world rich with diverse traditions and multicultural populations. Multicultural education should begin at birth. From the moment an infant enters the world, their first encounters with light, sound, and the faces of the medical personnel often reflect the diversity of the world we live in. By fostering an appreciation for multicultural from the earliest stage of life, we can build a foundation for greater understanding and harmony in a society. This presentation aims to highlight the positive impact of teaching and fostering multicultural education in our schools and classrooms. This discussion will dissect the conceptual components and benefits of multicultural education, demonstrating how it can serve as a framework for building productive societies that value and appreciate cultural diversities. This presentation reinforces the importance of integrating multicultural education into school curricula as an essential element for fostering inclusivity and understanding. What is multiculture? Multiculture is vital because it fosters understanding, respect, and appreciation for diverse cultures. These values are crucial in today's increasingly interconnected and globalized world. As we dive deeper into this presentation and looked at the benefits, the pros for multicultural education in our schools, we look at some history. Why was multicultural education introduced into our schools? As K-12 schools, universities, and other educational institutions and organizations scramble to address the concerns of these and others historical marginalized groups, a host of programs, practices, and policies emerged, mostly focused on slight changes or additions to traditional curriculum. Together, they separate actions of these various groups who were dissatisfied with the inequalities of the educational system, along with the resulting reaction of the educational institution during the late 1960s and 1970s, defines the earliest conceptualization of multicultural education. Gorski P. 1995, paragraph 5. When I looked and I researched and I looked at some of the history of education, I can see I learned about how it was prior to then and the rationale behind it is looking at education in a wider realm as back in those days, based on the color of your skin, the culture, your race, your background of who you are based on how you look and where you were born would define what type of education and which institution would be best for you, not based on your knowledge. There are also some interesting facts about multicultural education. The 1980s saw the emergence of a body of scholarships on multicultural education by progressive education activists and researchers who refused to allow schools to address their concerns by simply adding token programs and special units on famous women or famous people of color. James Banks, one of the pioneers of multicultural education, was among the first multicultural education scholars to examine schools as a social system from a multicultural context. The California K-12 versus the rest of the USA, statistics in multicultural education. This was broken down by race and ethnicity, and it shows you that in the year 2023 to 2024, and this was a California data that was provided, you could see the population in California, and you could look at the Hispanic population and Latino. They make up 57% of the whole school population, while the Caucasian, the whites, they had 21%, followed by the African American Black, which is low in California, as 5%, and then we got Asian at 10%. The 8% is known for the others, but as you can see, the multicultural is rich in California, with 57% of the school population being Hispanic. The other pie chart on the other shows the rest of USA, where you see the white population has a vast of 47%. In that, you'll see the Hispanic Latinos are down to 26%, the African American up to 16%, while the Asian is 5% and the other 6%. If multicultural education is not taught in our schools, you will see a vast deficit in comfort, understanding, acceptance, and the whole perspective of who we are and where we're going and what we will become would become a question of what will the future look like. Less than 50% of the school population in the entire USA is white. So this goes to show, if the students that are sitting in front of the teachers in the classroom are from a multicultural race, ethnic background, why should not multi-education be one lesson, one core curricular activity and lesson and subject? Why cannot it be integrated in our daily activities and lessons as we teach the young children the future of this world about what they should become and how they should be taught to guide this path to success? The importance of multicultural education in our schools. This promotes inclusivity and equity. It addresses educational inequalities by providing equal opportunities for students from diverse backgrounds to schools. Another reason why it is important to teach multicultural in our schools, it encourages respect and tolerance. By learning about different cultures, traditions, and perspectives, students develop empathy and tolerance, reducing stereotypes and prejudice. It fosters a school environment where diversity is celebrated rather than fear of or dismissed. It prepares students for global societies. In today's interconnected world, cultural competence is essential. Multicultural education equips students with the skills to work and interact effectively in diverse settings. It enhances critical thinking. Exposure to diverse viewpoints encourages students to think critically about history, society, and current events. It builds strong communities. It helps students develop into citizens who contribute positively to diverse communities. Multicultural education has long-term benefits for students because those who learn to appreciate and value the culture diversity of their peers will ideally grow up to be adults who likewise promote equality, justice. School of Education 2020, paragraph 9. Here's another reason why multicultural education is important in our schools. Multicultural education impacts on children's age. Early childhood, preschool, and kindergartners. Why young children are naturally curious and form ideas about the world early. Introducing multicultural concepts helps build positive attitudes towards diversity. How will we do it? Use age-appropriate activities like storytelling, songs, art projects, featuring diverse characters, traditions, and perspectives. Celebrate holidays and traditions from various cultures in a meaningful way. Can multicultural education impact on children's age? Even in the elementary school. Why? At this stage, children are developing social skills and learning to work with peers from different backgrounds. Teaching multicultural education reinforces inclusivity and respect. How can we teach it? Incorporate diverse literature, history, and geographic lessons that highlight different cultures. Encourage discuss about cultural similarities and differences. Use projects that allow students to share their own backgrounds. Multicultural education in children's age, even at middle school. Why? Adolescents begin to form deeper identities and are capable of more complex thinking. Multicultural education can challenge stereotypes and encourage empathy. How? How do we do this? How can we help our students even at middle school? We facilitate conversations about current events, cultural diversity, and social justice. Assign collaborative projects that explore global issues and cultural contributions. Teach the impact of history from multiple perspectives. Multicultural impact of children's age, even in our high schools. Why? High school students are preparing to enter a diverse world and need critical thinking skills to navigate it. Multicultural education promotes cultural competence and global awareness. How? How do we do it? Offer courses on world history, ethnic studies, and literature from diverse authors. Discuss systematic issues like racism and inequality. Encouraging students to think about solutions. Integrate culture studies into the science, art, and other projects. As teachers, as educators, we can. As I move to conclude this presentation, and I have proven and I have presented on the benefits of multicultural education in our classroom and in our schools, I conclude with multicultural education benefits everyone. Students, teachers, families, and societies at large. Educators are uniquely positioned with a powerful tool, the curriculum guide. This resource enables teachers to design flexible lessons that incorporate the legacies of influential leaders in multicultural education, such as James A. Banks, H. Prentice Baptist, Philip C. Chin, Carl A. Grant, Donna M. Sonia Nitu, Christine E. Slater, William A. Ho, and Arithia. The students in our classrooms are living examples of multiculturalism. Their diverse appearance, behaviors, and perspectives reflects the rich culture and social backgrounds they come from. By broadening students' understanding of different cultures, traditions, and viewpoints, while fostering their ability to meet diverse learning needs, we are equipping them to thrive in a world free of prejudice and fear that celebrates who they are. Thank you for listening.